Celebrating Asian Pacific Heritage, presented by Korean American Family Service Center.
Pix 11 News is highlighting the achievements of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders.
They've accomplished a lot, and just seeing that is inspiring.
Their cultures.
Sharing that spirit of aloha, that spirit of love.
And their impact on our communities.
We are really passionate about what we do.
From those just finding their voice.
All I looked at were those paintings and those prints, and I desired to recreate them.
To those who have been all about giving back for decades.
We knew people had to be fed. People had to be taken care of.
Join us in celebrating Asian Pacific heritage. Good morning, I'm Kaidi Tong. Today, Pix 11 News is celebrating Asian Pacific heritage, honoring the generations of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders who have enriched the history of our area and continue to shape its future. New York City is home to one of the largest AAPI populations in the country, second only to California. And New Jersey has the fourth highest population after Texas. There are more than 20 distinct ethnic groups, including people from China, India, the Philippines, and Hawaii. They've all brought their food, their music, their style, and hundreds of languages to our communities. Joining me today to celebrate these cultures are Pix 11 anchor Shirley Chan and Hazel Sanchez. It's wonderful to be here with you ladies.
Yeah, I never see the two of you. It is certainly
I
great
know,
to be here together.
Great to celebrate where we're from.
Yes, it is.
All right, so you may be wondering, why celebrate in the month of May?
Well, there are two reasons. One is to commemorate the arrival of the first Japanese immigrants to the United States on May 7th, 1843. The other is to mark the anniversary of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, which was May 19th, 1869. The majority of the workers who laid those tracks were Chinese immigrants.
So this morning, we celebrate the cultures within all AAPI communities, their resilience, their perseverance, and of course, their joy. And speaking of joy, it's what you'll be feeling after you meet Norma Chu and her family.
At 100 years young, she's still a powerful force in her community, along with her son, plus her grandchildren. Monica Morales has their inspiring story.
When you give, you get back in return 100-fold, if not 1,000-fold.
You can usually find 100-year-old Norma Chu in the middle of the action among her friends, family, and community. She came from very humble beginnings, one of 9 children to 2 Chinese parents. She grew up in Montreal and moved to New York City to go to Columbia University. Chu says she worked 2 years to pay for her tuition.
Give me a hug.
Her son, Don Hong, says it's his mom's story that fuels her to help others.
Able to have Mama for
Him to be his very best.
I've been able to have Mama for over 100 years. She's actually stronger and healthier than all her kids. So it's a blessing.
Hong is the president of a nonprofit called UA3. For 8 years, the respected Lower East Side-based organization has helped distribute more than $30 million of food to families in need, from Jamaica, Queens to Brownsville, Brooklyn. Hong says the organization is really run by his 2 children now. Chu could not be prouder of that.
I hope that this organization keeps reaching, striving, and soaring.
People who have food and housing insecurity, this family is, the standard.
At this event at the Grand Street Settlements Community Center, it's a family affair. They're teaching seniors all about making sticky rice balls wrapped in bamboo leaves, a Chinese specialty. Chu says this brings cultures together. The bottom line, it's all about caring for people and bringing them together.
We knew people had to be fed. People had to be taken care of.
What else can you ask for?
The Japanese culture is one of the oldest in the world, dating back tens of thousands of years. And a small gourmet store is sharing that culture with the people of Westchester County.
Ajane Caldwell shows us how the business and its owner have become a community staple.
Nestled in the heart of Harrison, New York, is a beloved Japanese grocery store that's been serving the community for more than 20 years. Hidenori Takada opened Oishinbo with the hope of sharing his culture with the community.
Japanese culture, how to make sushi, how to making the Japanese food. So I want to help them, and then the very healthy food.
On the shelves of Oishinbo, you can find a wide array of goods imported all the way from Japan that you may not find at your average supermarket. Shelves stocked with toys and cultural foods.
This is a yam noodle. This is very healthy, so from the yam. And then some people say the miracle noodle because this one non-calorie.
Those unique offerings have built a loyal customer base over the years, with longtime patrons like Wendy Mogerbross coming back for more.
I like the friendliness of the people. I like the interest for young children. If I'm with someone, we can come and there's always colorful things. They have great stuff, honestly.
But enriching the local community with his Japanese heritage extends beyond the aisles of the store. Takada is committed to preserving his Japanese culture, offering hands-on workshops on sushi making and inviting patrons to delve into the rich traditions of his homeland. For Takada, the gourmet store is not just a business venture, but a labor of love aimed at nurturing a deeper appreciation for Japanese culture in his community. He's hoping the spirit of Japan will continue to thrive through his store, enriching the lives of customers one cultural dish at a time.
I love how the store has become such a part of the community.
And everything looks so delicious. Yes. All right, coming up, raising money for disenfranchised Asian New Yorkers.
We do our best to help the world to be a better place.
How a mother-son musical duo is lifting spirits while making their own dreams come true.
And a vision of cultural diversity comes to life at a Manhattan high school. Meet the students making this happen. And welcome back to our special celebrating Asian Pacific heritage. There's always been a special bond between mothers and their sons. For Michelle and Christopher Kuo, that bond is on the piano.
The talented duo is on a mission, using their talents to help make the world a better place. Marvin Scott has their story.
The love is in their hearts and their minds. Mother and son Michelle and Christopher Kuo, a dynamic piano duo on a classical journey to uplift the spirit of audiences and raise money for charities. Their relationship and their talent are magical.
There's a lot of magic between the two of us. I mean, we're performing together. This is my mom, and we're having so much fun together every time we fly off to do a concert.
Mother and son, this is a very rare one, and I'm very, very lucky. I am so grateful. Thank you very much.
Although I was his teacher, the only teacher, but I think that I never treat him like a student, and we work as a team.
Chris was nurtured on the piano at the age of 4 and was captivated by the music it produced after attending a recital of his mother's at Carnegie Hall when he was only 7.
I was just enthralled and astonished by the music that she was playing.
But Mom put the music on mute, giving up an accomplished career to be a mother to Christopher and his older brother. 8 years ago, Christopher gave his mom an opportunity to resume her musical dream by creating what they call the two-piano journey that enables them to perform concerts with all proceeds going to charitable causes.
We are really passionate about what we do, and we just hope that everyone can help us, support us to do more fundraising and raise more funds to help more people who need it.
What a beautiful mother and son bond.
Yeah, talent definitely runs in the family.
That's for sure. All right. Well, we move now to the Art and Design High School in Manhattan. Students there have come together to paint a mural highlighting diversity in Asian cultures.
Yeah, the art project, led by the school's AAPI club, is also raising funds to assist struggling Asian communities in the city. Here's Pix 11's Grace Gomez.
To mix it up, you add magenta.
Prasenjit Sen, a senior at the High School of Art and Design, leads fellow AAPI club members in a mural painting.
A hue of the surroundings in that shadow.
Growing up in a Hindu Bangladeshi home, deities and events of the Hindu mythology influenced his love for art.
all I looked at were those paintings and those prints, and I desired to recreate them.
The appreciation for his heritage plays a big role in conceptualizing the mural, focused on representing the melting pot of Asian cultures in New York City.
We all sat down for many club meetings to draft out this mural. Painting kind of depicts a scene where the Hindu goddess Durga, she represents war and courage and valor. She is upon this landscape, upon a tiger. The wave adds a bit of dynamic energy to the piece. The lotuses represent longevity in Chinese culture.
Students look at the mural as an opportunity to immortalize their Asian cultures in a single unified piece, while also paying forward to struggling communities.
I realized we had an opportunity to not only make something beautiful, but also to raise funds to support folks who might be food or housing insecure.
So, the school partnered up with the Chinese American Planning Council, specifically with their Flushing chapter.
An often unknown fact is that Asian American Pacific Islander communities in New York City actually have the highest level of food insecurity of any disenfranchised minority group.
And donations can be made online through the school's PTA through the end of May. And if you'd like to donate, we have a link on our website, pix11.com. Just search School Mural.
Yeah, still to come, we'll take you inside a hidden gem that's a rare find in the United States. Why this spiritual retreat on Staten Island is not just a garden, but an art form as well. Plus this.
I think it makes me a better nurse. I think it pushes me to be better, to be reminded of how great they were and how they still are.
A family of nurses carries on a tradition that made it all the way from the Philippines to New Jersey. What inspired a brother and sister to follow their parents and become healthcare heroes? They're a Filipino mother and father whose passion is caring for others, and that passion has evolved into a legacy, with their children now following in their footsteps. I sat down with this family of nurses from New Jersey.
Like mother like daughter, like father like son, the Besas are a family of nurses from Eatontown, New Jersey, fostering a healthcare tradition rooted in the Philippines.
Philippines is considered a poor country, so taking up nursing, I think for a lot of Filipinos, is their way out.
Roselle and Bernardo Besa were college sweethearts with shared dreams to become nurses. Roselle's aspiration sparked after her mother fell ill.
I want to make sure that I would know what to do next time something would happen with one of my family.
Bernardo was first drawn to nursing's prestige.
I feel there's a big respect, especially in the Philippines, with you're wearing a white uniform. They really look up to you, yes.
Their two children, Jasper and Janelle, were just babies in 2002 when their mom and dad made the heartbreaking decision to leave them behind with family in the Philippines while they moved to New Jersey for work.
I don't think I would have the heart to leave with them looking at me, so we have to choose an overnight flight. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. So they will be sleeping when we leave.
The tears and sacrifices would pay off. Soon they reunited with their children in Jersey and launched what would become successful careers within the Hackensack Meridian Health Network. Bernardo is an emergency room nurse at Riverview Medical Center in Red Bank.
Every time I take care of patients, whenever they say thank you, I feel that sense of fulfillment.
Roselle, a cancer survivor, is in nursing administration at Jersey Shore University Medical Center in Neptune. The couple's reputation and resilience inspired their children.
They really had to start from scratch, so I'm very proud of the both of them.
They've accomplished a lot, and just seeing that is inspiring.
Jasper is a registered nurse at Jersey Shore with his mom, and Janelle became an RN at the same hospital as her dad. They're driven by the expectation of excellence that comes with the Besa name.
They left such a positive impression, and they've been there for so long.
I think it makes me a better nurse. I think it pushes me to be better.
My biggest achievement and blessing, is my family, and having kids who are nurses. I know they would leave a mark.
They instead leave a mark as a family, a lasting legacy of healing.
All right, Hazel, thank you. Okay, are you looking for a peaceful and quiet spot to relax and reflect? Up next, I'll take you inside this Staten Island garden oasis that will transport you to another time and place. During the Ming Dynasty, Chinese scholars' gardens were built to be spiritual retreats, promoting meditation, scholarship, and human connection. There's actually one right now on Staten Island, and I had the chance to check it out.
Walk through the Moon Gate and see what awaits you. A lush landscape of bamboo trees, a koi pond, and tea pavilion. It almost feels like you've stepped back in time into another country. But the Chinese Scholars Garden is a short ferry or car ride from Midtown Manhattan, nestled in the Snug Harbor Cultural Center on Staten Island.
It's really about making sure that the Chinese population in Staten Island, in the local, larger regional area, understands that this is here for their celebration and to bring and share their culture.
It is one of only several authentic Chinese gardens in the U.S. Based on classic gardens from the Ming Dynasty, it was built in 1999 by a group of artisans from Suzhou who lived and worked here until the project was completed. All the materials were shipped from China.
No nails or screws of any of the construction of the garden. Everything is traditionally using the traditional methods that have been around since the Ming Dynasty.
Jessica Baker-Vador, president and CEO of Snug Harbor, gave me a tour. Nearly every feature of the garden is rich in symbolism. Centuries ago, a garden was not just a garden. It was considered an art form and a home. Scholars were revered in society. They would live here with their families and use the grounds to meditate and find inspiration for calligraphy, music, poetry, and other classics.
This really, the garden was designed to really celebrate the symbolism of Chinese gardens, which are really about the merging of man and nature.
The Chinese Scholars Garden is an oasis of authenticity. The curvature of the top of the wall is designed to look like a dragon, a powerful symbol in Chinese culture. Koi fish represent wealth and the water as a life force. So-called leaky windows are intended to show a different view of the landscape as sunlight leaks through.
More than ever, we all need a space like this in our life to come, be quiet, reflect, take a breath.
And to find harmony in nature.
Wow, what an amazing escape. Coming up next, bringing the spirit of aloha from the island of Hawaii to Long Island. How this group is using the beauty of Polynesian dance to educate others about their cultural history. A Long Island dance group is bringing the beauty of Polynesian dance to the tri-state.
Eileen LaPalmer with this story.
Andrew Shahagan has been dancing since he was 10 years old.
My sister and I, when we were younger, we would go around with our family to different nursing homes to entertain the elderly. We would actually see like the older people, lift up in spirits. It's almost sharing that spirit of aloha, that spirit of love that maybe they haven't felt in a very long time.
In 2018, his sister founded the Polynesian dance group, Island Inspiration New York, based in East Meadow on Long Island.
There's not a lot of activity within Polynesian communities on Long Island. It's the most important for us to continue to share it so it continues to grow. We love to be able to educate our younger students and also our audiences for the people that we dance for.
And for the members of this group, it's not just about the beauty of the dance, but it's about telling their story, their personal one and their cultural one. They now dance at several public events every year, including a festival in Heckscher Park and numerous private and corporate events. And they say they're thrilled that every year, Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month gets more attention.
I'm so happy that the media is showing so much more of it. Growing up, we definitely didn't see it this much, and we definitely didn't get to learn about it as much. What I love about what we do is we're definitely bringing a piece of a culture that's not able to be seen here as much. So if you can't make it out to the islands, I'm happy that at least we get to bring it out to them.
And thank you for joining us this morning as we celebrate Asian Pacific Heritage.
You can find all of these stories online at pix11.com/AAPI.
Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun if you're heading to the parade. Bye.